We um we have some breaking news this morning. Good morning. Good to see you guys. We have some breaking news this morning. We have some documents that we are in possession of that are interesting. Comes out of the internal police documents. So we've got these documents that we were wanting to see what would be announced and that sort of thing, but as we were progressing with the story. So we got some things we're going to talk about here in terms of, the truce has definitely been broken. The peace has been broken, and we're hoping that it gets back in order and folks know enough of what's going on to stay clear of it and be as safe as you can possibly be until these motorcycle clubs get back to some semblance of peace or truce or whatever the case may be, as we have enjoyed 15 months of an armistice between them, and it's been good to not have to deal with these things. So we're going to talk about this. We've gotten hold of some documents and stuff that we're going to talk about a little bit here in a minute and 7 seconds, right after this brief introduction. So we'd like to say thank you all for tuning in since 2016. Today's show, Stop the Violence. Let's see if we can't get back to some sort of equilibrium and things back as they should be. Back right after this, a minute and 7 seconds.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the day and it hit the ski, revving Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for leather vest from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one legend in life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kiss Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Alrighty then, I'm Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. Biker news you can use. Biker news from the biker's point of view. I'm Black Dragon, your host, along with co-host Lavish T. Williams and Reverend Logic. The only show with our own doctor. We're legitimate now. We're the real damn deal. I don't even
13 years as a pussy doctor and
my bad. Oops. I told you I'm headed to the doctor.
What? Oh, you going to get checked out? That's the type of doctor you going to see? Is that the type of doctor you going to see? Oh, is his name Lavish or Laverne?
Hey, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't. Let's go to commercial.
That's a good way to break the yoke, bro. That's a good way to break the yoke for the show.
That was okay. What? Let's your playlist?
You can't reenact live TV, man.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay. So listen, man. So first of all, Lavish, you are You are proving your assault as a newsbreaker out here, a news reporter,
Investigative
reporter. You have
Combat
proven your assault,
reporter.
my man.
No, man, I'm just listen. I ain't did too much of nothing, man. I ain't did too much.
Lavich called me last night. Black Dragon, you might be biker news, but I am the one they talk to. I was like, damn, bro. Ouch. Go ahead, my man.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I keep a close ear to the streets, and the streets keep, they keep me close to what's going on, man. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Well, man, I appreciate you. This is really remarkable news that you bring that we are looking at. We've got some documents that have obviously been leaked or something. They need to tighten up their acts over there in the police world. We got some documents that look like they're internal. Well, these are internal documents that come from the ATF and the GBI as it relates to the case that happened, the incident that happened April 7th here in Georgia. So I'm not gonna go too deep into these documents, as I don't want to be in any way in a situation where we're affecting their case or the work they're trying to do. I'm not trying to aid it or detract from it. And this is obviously stuff that they wanted to talk about between themselves. But there are some things that we can verify that is public knowledge. It's been known on the street for a while, but not enough people know about it in terms of being safe. And what we want to do is make sure that people are safe and people are not in the line of fire. So we can confirm that, and I said this a few days ago, the police absolutely know who the players are, and many people do. The streets know. It's been going back and forth, but we can go ahead and definitely confirm that it is between the Outcast and the Wheels of Soul. This thing that turned up. 2 people were killed. 4 people shot total. 1 was in critical condition. 2 people that were killed were on the side of the Wheels of Soul, and the 1 person that was critical, I believe, was on the side of the Outcast. And so the fear, of course, and we did talk about this a few days ago, but the fear is that this is going to blow up and be something that is incredibly dangerous on the set, especially this summer, and especially in cities where both of those clubs reside. So we have experienced 15 months of. I have been to. I was at a party recently in Harleyville, South Carolina, where I partied with members of both of these clubs that hung out and shared membership, brotherhood together, and I interviewed those guys. And to this day, I haven't really played those interviews, and I'm going to start playing them now as shorts, because I want to remind everyone, especially in those 2 clubs, I want to remind everyone of what it was that they were piecing about, what they were doing, what this piece meant. And I am called back to a story that one brother told me, and I'm going to actually put that in a video for you guys to see in the next day or so. And in that video, he said, "I died for this piece." And I said, "Well, what do you mean you died?" And he was in a situation with between these clubs, and he was shot, and he died on the gurney a couple of times before they were able to save his life. So he said, if I could die and come back to life and put aside my hard feelings in order to have this peace, then I hope that everyone can. And I want our brothers out there, our big brothers on that side of the fence, to know that, oh my gosh, we know you're angry, and we know you're mad, and we know you're hurt, and we know that there's blood and vengeance in your veins. But this will not be a good thing for the biker set. And people can be in the way, people can be in harm's way, people can be, and innocent people can be involved, and more brothers can go into the ground. So there's got to be some kind of goddamn way you guys can
use God's name in vain.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Did I do that?
Yeah, don't do that.
Goddamn. Can you say goddamn? You can say goddamn, right?
All right, you put the T on it, not the D.
Yeah, I put the T on it this time.
All right.
There's got to be some goddamn way we can get you guys to some kind of tables and get some kind of peace. But until that happens, folks should know, if you see these clubs gathering or their supports, that's probably a place you shouldn't be.
You know, I'm a little different, man. I will still go where I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna choose, and I'm gonna go with what's comfortable for me, man. I mean, this biker lifestyle, man, this shit ain't for the weak, man. You know, you gotta love it, man. You know, you gotta know how to move, and it's no different, man, than, you know, everyday street life, man. You know, that's just my take on it, man. I mean, you got two people at odds with a person. Yeah, that's, you know, that can be anybody at any place, anytime, man. I think it's just about being cautious and knowing your surroundings, man. I'm not gonna deter nobody not to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not.
But if you're there and you see, if you're there and you see those folks coming in the door, you gonna hang out and still keep drinking?
No, it's a difference.
Yeah,
I'm gonna feel the temperature. I'm gonna move accordingly. But
exactly. That was my only point. I didn't say don't go there. I said if you're there and you see the room start to fill up with folks from both sides, it's time. Okay, I like it. It's time to feel the temperature. I like that.
You know, it's time to feel it. You know, because everybody want to be a biker, man. Everybody want to be a biker, and everybody talk all this biker stuff until some shit happen, and then everybody come with, you know, they not biker material, man. It's too much of this, it's too much of that. Nah, I'm not sitting here saying I condone violence, and I just want to sit up here and be, you know, part of the golden corral around here. No, that's not it, man. But you know, when stuff happens,
he said golden
man,
corral. He said golden corral.
That's what I said. I smiled. You saw me smile at that, right?
I'm just saying, man. The same energy that you put into it, man, when there's no beef or no problems or no conflict, should be that same energy, man, that a person put all the way through. Now, I'm not saying be stupid. I'm saying be cautious. You know, that's just, you know, my take on it. You know, because you got people out here that rock with both sides. You know, you got people that rock with one and not the other. You know, you got people that want to come out and have a great time. So no, we don't want to come out and have a great time and be in the midst of, you know, bull crap. We really don't. But I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, limit myself from wanting to get out the house to go do the things that I enjoy because, you know, other people got their own problems. Because I can walk out and go to the grocery store and the neighborhood two gangs can have their own problems. Is it gonna stop me from going to get these overpriced eggs? No,
it's not. But true enough. But still, if you don't have the vibe of the streets and things like that, and you see some trouble happening on the horizon, it's time to boogie.
Yeah,
going on.
It'd definitely be time, time to do that. I mean, it did, you got people in clubs too. You got to respect the other members. You're not gonna want to put your members at risk. You being the top man who's out that night. Of course, when you see something like, okay, listen, let me galley up my troops, man. And let them know, hey, 10 minutes, man, we out of here. 5 minutes, we out of here, man. Hey, go grab everybody. Tell them, man, we about to move and shake it to the next spot, man. Just because we don't want to be in the midst of, any bull stuff that we don't have to be, man. We don't want to be caught up and be an innocent bystander in any type of melee that might occur, if any occurs at all. And it doesn't have to be with violence. It could just be with anything. People got too much stuff going on in their personal life to come out and enjoy this motorcycle life and have to deal with stuff. I mean, we got great jobs and kids and families. Me, I'm trying to make it to see my kids graduate and make me a grandfather at some point in time and enjoy life.
You don't want that yet.
No, I didn't say yet. I said at some point in life.
Yeah, that's
some people didn't get a chance to enjoy that part of their life. So I'm trying to make it to that point of my life.
Yeah,
but
just
I know what I signed up for too.
Well, like you said, Lavish, in any situation, anything can happen. You always have to be able to be aware and be conscious of your surroundings, no matter where you at. I mean, when this type of things happen that's going on now in our environment, shouldn't stop you from enjoying life, but still be cognizant of where you are. And if you understand the culture, you understand how people start to move in certain situations, in certain areas. If you at a clubhouse, if you at a party or anything, people start to move in certain ways. It's time to move out the way.
Now let's talk about briefly. Do your clubs have procedures in place for if there is a shooting or something at a bike night or something? Do your clubs have procedures in place for how to get everybody to the parking lot or whatever the case, or do you guys have actual active procedures?
Our ministry does.
I want to be honest with you, man. I can't say that we got actual procedures because when that shit happens, everybody is like, fuck it, they getting out of here. They not just sitting around, but I will say the tops that's out that night, our job is to make sure that we got our people. We gonna make sure we got our people accounted for. I'm not gonna say procedure because
we have, because, and I'm gonna say, the only reason why we do have that is because we have written up, me personally, for my family and our families connected, have written up plans like survivalist type stuff. We got codes and stuff like that. So I brought that into the ministry to take care of our people, because we have women in our ministry. So when I see things, there's certain things we do, certain things we say. Everybody get to a certain spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We had a whistle. The sergeant at arms has a whistle. If he blows that whistle, we've already talked about it before we even go in there. There's a place that we might all meet. Everybody take up role or whatever the case may be. We all meet and we leave together, or we move out together. We get together and we huddle and move accordingly as a group, so nobody gets left behind. These are things that are already designated before we even get into an area. So these are the kind of procedures that we have.
And also to caveat off of a conversation you and I had the other night on Black Dragon, if there's someone with us that's not part of our group, we make sure that person comes with us. And hey, come here. You may not be familiar with what's going on now, but you need to come with us. Since you came with us, you need to roll with us. Get out of here.
Obi Jokes brings this up. He said, that was a good question, Black Dragon. We actually have an internal meeting before going to any function. So yes, we always have a contingency plan. Yeah. So a lot of military folks will do this.
Right.
Former military folks will have ingress and egress plans. So even a plan for how you enter and where you go and where you're going to be as a club, where you are inside the club. A lot of clubs will make sure that their members stay together. Some clubs, people just like fan out, when you're really comfortable or whatever, you just fan out and you don't know where your people are. Other clubs come in and they hang very much together, and they move almost as a unit. And when their women go to the bathroom, they send prospects with them, and stuff like that. And keep it really really tight in that way. Natural Born Writers podcast says, I follow my vibes. I can always tell something ain't right as a VP if I'm not feeling it. We out. So far, I'm 10 for 10. Right. I've never seen the this podcast, Natural Born Raiders podcast. We need to go check them out and see if we can't recommend them as a podcast for you guys to be watching. Natural Born Raiders podcast. Hey, go check them out, my people, and let's find out what we can about them. Good morning, Miss Decca Stalls down there in Texas. Good to see you. So looking at this document, these documents, and we're not gonna publish the documents. I guess we could, but they were obviously meant as internal documents. But looking at these documents, you saw them this morning. These documents, not to go too deeply into them, but they definitely are revealing in what they believe the theory of the case is and that sort of thing. Like, Lavish, what did you think when you first was looking at those documents? Did your eyes open up? Were there any ah shit moments for you, or?
I want to be honest with you, man. Like when I see that kind of stuff, it doesn't really do anything to me. Besides just saying that it's just paperwork. And I'm probably only speaking on that because I done been in so many different cases and I done been in documents before that is like, lawyer, take care of this stuff, man. Of course, the paperwork is going to make things sound, very, very demeaning and all screwed up, man. So the most I get is just, wow, the heat is on them. The heat is on them. That's pretty much the most for me. Um, because this is just their findings and their gatherings. You still got, the possibility of, things happening. You gotta put things together to build something, to make something happen. Right now it's just talks and developments that they're
And
investigating.
and they don't know. They don't know. They're putting
Right.
together for their organ. They don't know what those two organizations are doing in the background because they're not privy to that information. They're just going by history. Of course, they consider them gangs, so they going by the history of how gangs move and what has happened in the past and everything. They may not, I'm gonna say may not understand how much the in general these two organizations want to keep the peace. And but this individual over here, this person already said go, they already said go. These are two huge organizations, so you can't, if I have people up in New York that I'm over, but they pop off. Look, I'm in Texas. I got to go all the way to New York and try to calm this down, So, so yeah, like Laver said, they putting their stuff together and how
Yeah,
they
they
see
putting
it,
their stuff
how they
together,
view it.
man. And it could be, let's not take light of the situation.
Oh no.
But let's go back to the stuff that happened in Texas. They did a whole big investigation, paperwork and everything. And you had how many people that walked away? Everybody stayed 10 toes down and didn't talk and didn't say anything.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I don't really get too alarmed when I see stuff like that. It just makes me say they're paying attention, move different.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Uh, Hired Gun 5 said, when I was Georgia State president of a political organization of writers, we were always doing something with somebody. Even in friendly ground, we would fan out, but stayed in pairs and trios, never a solo more than 20 feet apart from each other. This is, interesting how bike clubs move. That's kind it's different. It's so much fun. It's so great, but it's kind of crazy when you think of the stuff that we do. to say stay safe and stuff like that. But hey, it's a club of people, and so you come together, you move together, and you leave together. For the most part, it's always that gazelle that gets away from the pack that gets eaten by the alligator. So we always see somebody that stayed too long. Everybody else left. You stayed and got your ass whooped. How did you manage to do that? We all left together.
Now
Uh,
we didn't have stuff like that, man. We didn't got into it, man, like, with our own club brothers members, because we'll leave. And when we leave, especially, certain types of parties, we want to move as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
We want the
period.
room to shift. We want to move as a unit. And I'm not just saying that for my club. We see a lot of clubs that move like that, man.
Yeah.
And then you have that one or two people, depending on circumstances, they want to stay.
Oh yeah,
Now,
they
when I say
chasing the
depending on
women or whatever.
circumstance,
Yeah.
let's take away from the people, that have, spouses, or, women or men in another club that's there. Okay, let's take that out. You have people that want to stay because they just want to for whatever reason, and it's times where you got to argue with your guys. Come on, man, we leaving, especially when we out of town.
Mm-hmm.
We out of town. What are you staying for? We don't know anybody here. Not because you're scared. We don't want any problems. You know how that stuff go, man. Out of towners are the ones that get picked at first. They the
Mm-hmm.
ones that got their
Mm-hmm.
eyes, people got their eyes on. And then if
Yeah.
you come to a town and you come with large numbers, now you got the towners wondering why they here. So everybody's on guard, man. So, you know, yeah,
And they don't
everybody
want
needs
you
to
taking
move.
their women.
Eh,
They always mad when the new guys coming to town with the nice looking motorcycles, and now you got their women.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They definitely don't like that stuff either, man. They don't like that stuff either.
Hey,
Um.
Black Dragon.
But you
That
new, you
sounds
fresh.
Uh-huh. Say
that
what? Logic.
sounds of Harlem, New York. That one. Yeah.
A life was lost. I don't see how they can recover from this. Actually, two lives were lost. It's going to be hard. A summer. It's going to be a bad summer on the set. I'm glad they don't have a big presence here in New York. We have enough violence. This is what the authorities are afraid of, and everybody's afraid of this because two lives were lost on one side. And
But here's the thing,
But
man.
but
They
it,
say
it
that
doesn't.
stuff
We
every year,
we
man.
right. We always look at, and I see this all the time. And we soon something happens, it has to get worse. That's our mentality. It has to get worse. It doesn't always. I'm not saying it won't. I'm not saying me on my side. I don't want it to get worse. I want them to somehow, like you said, Black Dragon, somehow uh bring this thing back down to a simmer because it's at a boil now. Bring it back down to a simmer and let's talk it out. Yes, it hurts. It's bad. It's bad blood. Blah blah blah. I knew this couldn't happen, but if everybody have that same mentality, they'll exasperate the thing. Oh man, they're gonna be doing this summer. It does not have to be that way.
we're hoping that it's not.
Yeah.
Chucky Crossrider out there in South Africa. Y'all got the same problems?
South
As
Africa.
sergeant at arms for my club, I'm responsible for the safety of the club. If I feel it's not safe anymore, I make the call and everyone has to move. Applies to the group rides as well. They're doing the same damn thing in South Africa. Damn.
All right.
Sergeant at arms is sergeant at arms. I don't give a damn where we are. If I make the move for the club to move, we move. And that's
Yeah.
that. It applies to the group rides as well. Oh wow, man, Chucky, that is very interesting. I don't know why I would have thought it was any different. Bolo, my submarine brother, says safety in the pack. Once you separate from the pack, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! I used to always say there's safety in numbers, so join the herd. We went to lots of political events as hired guns, as well as biker events. The political opponents were often more of a threat to us than any 1% club. Yeah, politics has gotten nasty in the United States, so I can imagine how that could be. Rolling to an event, sergeant at arms does a walkthrough with the rest. Stay by their bikes. As sergeant at arms returns, says all is good, or no, we're rolling back out. That's old school shit right there. Old school shit. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. SAA and maybe an assistant SAA or two hit the event, walk. Well, the road captain comes in and first and makes sure that the parking lot is cool and decides where we're going to park. Then we come rolling in. He goes back out. We come rolling in as a group, and we do what we call the parade as we roll through and sounding off the bikes and everything. And then we all back in together on the whistle. Sergeant at Arms checks out the venue, brings everybody in. We've already had a pre-venue briefing or debriefing, whatever you want to call it, and we move as a unit. We move on the whistle. The sergeant at arms blows a whistle 10 minutes prior to leaving. Everybody that's not with the group comes back to the group, and the sergeant at arms blows the final whistle, and we all leave together. So this is old school shit. How we've always done it. Natural Born Raiders podcast. I have moved by myself to different events. It's really about how you carry yourself and respect you give. I have never been pressed or caught in some stuff. I do my best to speak to all that I pass by. That's basic MC protocol 101. Say hello to everybody.
Yeah, that's me, man. I I move around a lot by myself,
Mhm.
man, but I'm not always by myself. And it's just the way you carry yourself, man. But then again, when I go out, man, I'm not going out to be the bad guy. I'm not going out to be the tough guy. I'm going out to politic, man, and network, man, have fun, kick it, man, and enjoy the bike life, man, in a peaceful manner, man. I'm not here to, be the tough guy. I mean, if it ain't about no money either, I definitely ain't trying to, you know, s- do that, man. So it's all about enjoying myself, man, and making money, man. And one thing about the beef is, it costs you money.
Yes, it does.
Okay, we're just about done with the segment, and then we're going to bring a group on to talk about something here. But before I get there, I want to make sure to get the rest of these comments out. I don't want it to get worse. So Malcolm Ritchie for Congress. Okay, so this is Lieutenant Colonel Ritchie, and he's running for Congress. With the new executive order put out, I'm telling you that wearing colors is going to end up enough reason for arrest. So we're going to have Lieutenant Colonel Ritchie on the show, um, and he's running for Congress, but he wants to talk. We're going to actually have a show with him, and he's going to be talking about some of the new executive orders that have come out, and he believes that this is going to be incredibly difficult for bikers. Some of these new laws that are hitting and executive orders that are hitting, and it's easy. I mean, if you could be a biker and be on the wrong side of things, uh, and that can look bad. You can you can become a
Once
political
they
subversive
once
for no
the
reason.
government labels you as a gang in their perspective, in their image, they can now they use a whole new set of procedures and everything on how to deal with you. And it could be anybody. It can be a motorcycle ministry. They see a bunch of you together and da 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 da. Oh, that's another gang. And once they label you that, now they have a whole nother book of procedures how they're gonna deal with you. If they just label you, oh, that's just a group of fun-loving riders, then they can only they can only go so far. But soon as they put that gang label on you, oh, now it's Rico and this and that and this and that.
The only thing we feared with biker events was getting caught in the crossfire between others. We were always neutral. So Higher Gun 5, and this is what I was saying in the beginning, and then a lot of people say, well, Black Dragon, don't be so scary, blah, blah, blah. I have been in this life 36 years, getting ready to go on 37 years, and I've seen many, 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 many people caught up in crossfires. I've been in a few, luckily been able to find the ground and could hear bullets whizzing over my damn head. But I've seen many people get shot in these things. That is a fight between two other people, and they're shooting at each other across the goddamn room full, gosh darn room full of people. And
Yeah, I don't really like that. I don't like that stuff at all, man. I done been, places, man, they got guns out. You get into an altercation, it's a verbal altercation, and then you got the one guy that gotta pull his pistol out. Now you got all these other guys, you got the guys pulling their pistols out, and then you got the other guys that got their pistols already aimed that you don't even see.
Mm,
That's in the background. And then you
mm,
got all these innocent people that at any point in time when people get to moving You don't know you don't know who might get hit when people get to shooting, and these people can't shoot. They got guns and they're not even shooters, man. And that's the crazy part about it. Listen, you can't run and shoot your target.
Without good practice at it.
Listen, man, let me tell you this, Black Dragon. I lived a life, long, 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 bad life, and so you can't run and shoot your target, man. You can
Okay.
shoot some stuff around it, man. And we ain't talking about everybody being a trained marksman that's just sitting around here going to the range a couple times a week
Right,
doing
right.
tactical training and stuff. We talking about hothead people that's full of intoxicants, getting mad about the pettiest things and pride getting in the way and pulling out a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And they getting amped up for the moment, not really even thinking about what's going to happen 30 minutes later. That 5 minutes that you were full of anger and you did the
Mm-hmm.
dumbest thing is about to cost you a lifetime of hurt in your family. If
Right,
if you don't get killed yourself.
right, right, right.
And I don't know when they're gonna wake up and just see that stuff, man. I don't let pride bother me, man, at all, man. I mean, I done been there, done that. I done been locked up, don't plan on going back. Then fought cases, seen how much it costs, had kids, seen how beautiful life is. I don't have no desire to sit up here and want to go to war with somebody. Will I go to war? Yeah, but it costs money to go to war,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'm gonna if something like that happen, you spend money to go to war, man. Now, do you really want to spend the money to go to the war? Is it worth it? A lot of this stuff don't be worth it, man. Um, and we get on here and we talk all this stuff, man, and we pull up and we 100 deep in with our clubs and everything. Let's be 100 deep, man, and have a great time, enjoy ourselves, go home so we can
Absolutely.
come back out and enjoy ourselves again and not sit up here saying we was 100 deep, but we had to, press people. We had to throw our strength out here because everybody ain't a punk. But then you got some people that don't have nothing to lose. And I just had a conversation this past weekend about it. I don't want to people that don't have nothing to lose. I don't want to be around them. I got a lot to lose.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you got some people that's ready to die. They talk about I die for this. I die for this. Listen, I won't let you die for it. I want you to go over here. I got a tow to do. You go.
You got a car you need to pick up, Lavish.
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead and die for that, man. That's why I'm trying to get a funeral home, man. Y'all
In the Navy,
diehard people, man, that's trying to die for
I'll
it, man.
tow you or I'll bury you.
I got a body to tow.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
No, in the Navy, my commanding officer one time, somebody was saying something about I'll die for my country or whatever. The commanding officer said, "It's my goal to ensure that they die for their country, not that you die for yours. Make them die for what they believe, not that you die for what you believe." That was a good commanding officer. I liked being under him as a commanding officer. That didn't even sound right. Let's move forward. I'm surprised Lavish didn't even jump on that.
No, I was looking at something, but I heard that, man. You like being under him, huh?
Oh my God.
I didn't
I
want
was
to say
like,
anything. I
Lavish didn't
wasn't
jump
gonna.
on that. He must have been
I was no.
sleeping.
No,
I
man,
just
I
let
was
things slide. Just let things slide. Just like Lavish is what kind of doctor he was going to. Let that slide and
Let things slide.
you know.
All right, man. It's time to move on with the next part of the show. We got some guests on. I don't see her. She dropped off. But we have you here, Pete. Who are you, sir? Can you speak for Auntie?
Yes, I can. That's actually my wife.
Oh, okay. I'm not trying to start no trouble. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for being on the show. We wanted to make sure that we covered this.
Thanks.
And Auntie got a hold of me. Is
Pete,
okay to
what's
call
up,
you
man? Where
Auntie?
you from?
I'm from New York. Thanks for having me, guys.
That's all right
New
now. New York
York.
in the house.
Yeah.
We're from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn
I
in the
am.
house.
I'm actually the state president for the Click MC.
Okay.
I'm just here to try and bring awareness for our fellow riders out there on tools. The season just begun. Oh, here she is. The season just begun, and we've already lost 2 lives over senseless, road rage.
Mm-hmm.
We're just out here trying to, bring awareness to the drivers in cars. It's easy to get into a fender bender with a car, but when it comes down to a man in tools, it's so easy to lose a life on tools.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we have drivers and vehicles and cars that are really prone to this. So again, we're just here to put this out there and to just get this awareness out there.
Okay, so we're speaking specifically of Bills, the rider who died in a few weeks ago. He was chased down by a man. It seems he was chased down by a man in an SUV. He blew a red light trying to get away from this man. It appears from the videos. I'm not a professional or anything, but it appears from the videos. I'm not an accident reconstruction specialist, but it appears that Bills veered way over to the left, and as we know, he even drove off of the road onto a portion of the road that was yellow marked or something like that, or maybe even behind cones. And this guy veered over. You can see him veer over, and then he hits the motorcyclist, Bills, who happens to be a famous biker there in New York and a well-loved biker. He hits him and pops a wheelie in the air, and when he pops his wheelie in the air, he actually rolls over. I guess the 20-ton car falls down on top of Bill's head, and then the bike blows up and catches on fire. And Bill's is drugged down the road, an eighth of a mile, and succumbs to his injuries. And it took 2 weeks maybe to even arrest that guy. And so now that's the one we know about, but there's another guy who was killed as well. And what do we know about his story?
Well, the gentleman was riding down on the LI, which is the Long Island Expressway in Nassau County. I guess it was just a little bit of road rage there where he must have cut the biker off. And us as bikers, we have a tendency of reacting when we get cut off, because at the moment, our life is flashing right in front of us. And I guess there was an altercation there where there was probably words exchanged or whatever it was, and the dude in the pickup truck actually swerved his truck into the guy on the motorcycle and crushed him against the guardrail. And the kid passed away right then and there. Young kid, and it's just senseless. It's just senseless. So that's the 2 gentlemen, most humble guys, and here they are losing their life because somebody just decides to just get upset and throw their car on top of them.
And so, Auntie, you got in touch with me. So you guys are going to be doing something to get this awareness out. What is that?
Yeah. So, can you hear me? By the way,
is it okay to call you Auntie or April? I don't want.
Yes, Auntie. I'm Auntie of Bike Life.
Okay, because I'm a little older than you. I don't want to, to be mad. Don't call me
Auntie.
Okay.
No. I own that name, but I take accountability. I love it.
Your husband here and stuff. I don't want to.
I don't care how old you are. I'm always be somebody's auntie. Look after everybody. That's just how I am. So it don't matter. So
you're doing this thing here. What is this? Tell me about
it. In collaboration with my partner right there, Pete. Basically on Saturday, May 10th, Starting at 1 p.m., we will be
Are you
meeting
ready?
at Bill's crash site.
All right. Hold on. I gotta go, y'all. My doctor just came in.
Good luck at the
Sorry
doctor,
for cutting
man.
y'all off.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Oh, and
It's a
also
pleasure.
first and foremost, I'd like to say, Black Dragon, thank you for the opportunity to come on your show and basically announce this ride, Riders Against Road Rage. So
Mhm.
again, that's going to be on the May 10th, Saturday, from 1 p.m. Kickstands up at 2 p.m. from Bill's crash site
Mhm.
to EB's Alba Ambaya's crash site on 495.
Mhm.
And then we're expecting News Channel 7 presence, and we're hoping people to come out and give a story of, put a face behind the bikers, showing that the community, that we are parents, we are mothers, we're fathers, we're workers, we're hardworking people, and we're good people. We're not gang members. We're just out here traveling through the city and trying to make it home to our family at the end of the day. And we also want to bring awareness to the bikers to, I know it's frustrating when we get cut off and almost killed. And the reaction is shouldn't be always retaliatory. You know, don't engage, get home safe, punching a mirror, it's not worth your life.
Mhm.
Those heat of the moment things, we gotta be both aware, cars and motorcyclists. Other than that, it's May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. So this is something we hope to do annually in the beginning of the season to bring that awareness and get that out there so that we prevent more tragedies like this from happening. And I'm gonna wrap that part up, then I leave it back to my partner, if you don't mind. And I've got to go back into this place here.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I just
Thank
shared.
you.
I just put that on my page. Shared it with all anybody that's connected to me. I got all my family and everybody from New York and Brooklyn. And I said, you're in the NYC area, go ahead and support this event. So
I appreciate you guys.
yeah.
Okay, so we saw something very much like this. It was sent to me early this morning or late last night. I was actually too tired to make a post on it, but it's now on the Black Bike Set page. So they must have got it too. Here is a video of some road rage right here. Have you guys seen this yet? So this looks like the Kings of the South. Is this the Kings of the South?
I don't think so.
Or is this who is that group? I thought that was the Kings of the South for a minute, but I might be wrong. Anyway, you see this car? Do you see this car? Act the damn fool cutting in and out of these. Do you see this? Can you guys see this?
Yes, 100%.
This is the kind of road rage shit. You got all these bikers, and this, what happens as you're rolling down the road? This could be I-40 or I-20. Or even this is not particularly, you probably wouldn't see this on the 10 very much, depending on where you are, because they're more open out that way. But any of these highways where you're trying to get down the road and these 18-wheelers stack up like this and you're trying to cut in and out, so these bikers are rolling and this guy is cutting in and out between the bikers. See, this would get every pistol in the pack pulled on your ass. This shit right here.
Absolutely.
This would get your ass surrounded and every pistol in the pack pulled on your ass and everybody pointing at you. You're playing with people's lives right here. But this is that road rage. A road raging idiot will kill you every damn time. And you can watch this guy, and there's his license plate right there, so the whole wide world can get to know him. But you can look at him tailgating these bikers within inches as he's cutting in and out of them. And this, look at that shit. This is a car, a several ton vehicle, and he's just so lucky that he's got the right motorcycle club. I'm not sure which motorcycle club that was. I thought for a minute it was Kings of the South, but I don't think so now. I don't recognize, I can't really see the colors well. So if I called the wrong club name out, I definitely apologize. Didn't mean to, no disrespect intended. But this is a club of gentle souls right here. Gentle souls. Because especially if you got a club with a war wagon towing. They're towing a war wagon behind them. You're going to get to meet the negative end of this club real quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I'm glad here that all these brothers got home safely. One of the brothers that sent me this said he got home safely. And I'm glad they got home safely. And I'm glad that everybody was cool and calm and collected. You can see that just kind of let this guy do his thing. But this is terrifying. Like the anger in this driver, the lack of patience. Look at that. Just jumping in and out and cutting bikes off and shit and cutting cars off. Look how close he came to that guy. Like I'm so impressed with the road discipline of these guys, because I can see we had way too many hotheads to and you see that guy looks like the road captain in the back, and you see him motioning up for everybody to tighten up. And that's another part about riding in the pack like this. You want to keep your pack tight. You want to
absolutely
to prevent something like this happening. Yeah.
I express it with my lineup every time. Every time. You do not leave no more than less than a car length between you and your brother in front of you. So that way you're not giving the drivers opportunity to cut into your lane. And it's very important.
And some will do it anyway, but the tighter you keep your pack, we used to call it nut to butt in the Navy. They would scream, when you were marching, we want you nut to butt. I say this when we're rolling, nut to butt, man. I want back tire on front tire, and as much as humanly possible, we ride together as one. And there are some gaps in this pack, and this car is absolutely exploiting those gaps and putting everybody's lives in jeopardy. What he doesn't do is he doesn't come over until he sees a gap. So that much we can say. Although he's tailgating and acting a god darn fool. I'm trying not to curse.
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Thank you, sir. Acting a god darn fool. The only time he's really coming over is when he has the spaces in the pack. Even though he's only got inches, he does see a space and he cuts into the space. So just for you guys,
he's acting erratic, because he cut in front of that semi as well.
And then, and did he use any blinkers? I don't think he used a blinker. Man, those guys have some.
Well, when it comes to road rage, like Pete was talking about, when it comes to road rage, a lot of these guys, they just want to control the road and move you out the way and prove that they have dominance on the road when in their car, because we're on bikes. And I told people I'm a cautiously aggressive rider. I'll get out your way aggressively. But I'm cautious, and if I see somebody moving around, I'll just try to say, hey, you can have the whole doggone road, you can have the whole street, you can have the whole road. Go ahead. I'll fall back just so that we can get home safely.
You're absolutely right about that one.
I'm looking at this guy, and I was trying to see if I could see the name of the motorcycle club. I really can't. But look how he's only inches away from that, man. And he cut this car off too. This car right here. He cut him off. Yeah, I was looking to see if he didn't even use any blinkers. Man, I hope the police find this guy and give him the necessary tickets and stuff for reckless driving that he deserves. That was absolutely crazy. But these road raging people, they'll kill you, man. They will kill you.
They will. And the chances of us on twos, man, is hitting that pavement, you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't. You could slide into underneath a car, hit a wall, anything. You could get up with scrapes and you just lose your life, and it's sad. And all these drivers just need to understand this and be a little bit more aware.
Mm-hmm.
Natural Born Raiders podcast says, I have a club brother that I had to talk to about splitting lanes and not touching people's cars as we pass. People may not want to move over, but we will figure it out and pass safely, especially when you're in a place where they split lanes. They don't do that here in Georgia and much on the East Coast. So splitting lanes here, like in Oklahoma, places like that, can actually get you killed. People get so mad when they see you not waiting your turn, buddy. And I've had it happen. I come from California. I was stationed in California for 15 years. I went to high school in California. I grew up riding motorcycles in California. So I come from, from Phoenix all the way over to California. You just split lanes. That's just what we do. We ride in between cars. Period. They look for you. They know you're there. Now we get the instance of people throwing cigarettes on you or opening doors on you or stuff like that, but not so much here. People they just lose their SHIT, preacher. They just lose it when you split between cars here.
You can't do. Oh, yeah, you can't do that here in Texas either, at all.
Yeah, and New York,
you get ran straight over.
in New York, I mean, you have a lot of people who do understand it and will move out of your way, man. But
you can lane split. You can lane split in New York.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Why would you want
to? but you do have people who they respect it, and they'll move out of your way. You know what I mean? But then you have the others that they'll just close you in, man. And
right. I got a question, Pete. Since you on and you back home, I got a question. Has there been anything new legislation, new law in the city to, I'll say, curtail the scooters? When I was home last year, and not the scooters that's going up the one ways and everything on the sidewalks. And I mean, I'm like, I thought it was overseas. As many scooters. My family said, "Oh yeah, they do this." And did they just pass something up there to curtail these scooters from being all over the place like that?
Well, they're doing now. They're making them register the bikes now. They're making them put insurance on them. I believe it's anything after 50 cc. You have to now register it. But you got a lot of these guys, man, that'll just buy a plate off of eBay and throw it on their scooter, and they'll just continue the ride.
Freaking amazing to me when I was down in Bed-Stuy, and I was looking at them. I'm like, where are these fucking scooters coming from? I was like,
oh yeah, the scooter, yeah.
It's bad, man. When I say it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's like it's like the scooters have taken over New York. You know what I mean? It's bad.
They're real about it too. They're real scooter gangs. They ain't playing.
Listen, the day a scooter gang comes out, with cuts, forget about it. I think they're gonna be the biggest in New York.
Yo, Black Dragon, they ride on the sidewalks.
Oh no, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah.
On the sidewalks, and I'm like,
scooters aren't you supposed to be able to ride a scooter on the sidewalk? That's where you should
ride it.
No. I mean, technically, in the state of New York, you're not even allowed to ride a bicycle on the sidewalk anymore. That's why you have your bike lanes.
Right.
Oh wow. So that's interesting. But I've seen them scooter guys in New York get in fights with people and stuff, and like it's serious. They got groups. I saw these. I don't know. They look like a whole pack of autistic folks, and I'm not saying this as a negative, but I was just surprised that the autistic folks was getting hard on you. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, okay.
But if you look at the catalyst, okay, if you got all these scooters, they doing everything, going up the sidewalks, going up one ways, they're getting hit and everything. So the mentality of the cagers, they see a motorcycle, they thinking scooter. I know what this guy's gonna do. So now you enhance the road rage out there in New York,
Right.
So
I say it all the time. They're the ones messing it up for us.
See,
riders.
There's
So
always somebody messing it up for us. If it ain't the 1%ers messing it up for us, it's the
Oh my
scooter guys
gosh,
messing
there
it
you
up.
go.
Or the flash mob group of bikers on enduros, right? Messing it up for us. Like we 99ers is that everybody's messing it up for us. We're the only ones that ain't messing it up.
oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So that is crazy. But you have this thing coming up. It's going to be the Riders Against Road Rage event.
Yes.
It's a ride. It starts Saturday, May 10th at 1 p.m., where we'll go to Bill's crash site, where he unfortunately passed away in just flames. It was horrible. It's going to be at 6076 Woodhaven Boulevard, Queens, New York. I guess that's what it is. Queens, New York. Is that how you say it?
Yes, it is.
Kickstands up 2 p.m. to pass.
We're gonna Ibis Baez. We're gonna be passing his crash site. It's we're hopefully gonna be able to stop there for a minute and to put up a wreath for him, and then we're gonna continue on to Morley Park, which is about a mile down the road from there, and that's gonna be at 517 Road, Roslyn, New York. So I'm just calling on all riders. It doesn't matter whether you're in a club, whether you're independent. If you're on tools, I would love to see you out there and supporting for this event. I think it's a very important event.
Is there a cost associated with or
No, it's 100% free. Nobody needs to pay anything towards this. We're just doing it for awareness. Anything that we do, we try to, not involve money and, just do it, you know what I mean, from the heart. And,
What's the name of your club again, brother?
The Click MC.
The Click.
Hey, listen, are you going to be at Forsaken's annual? I will be there June, is it 13th and 14th? I'll be there for Forsaken's annual, so I hope to get to meet you New Yorkers up there. I'll be back in New York this, I guess, next month. Yeah,
I'll make it a point to be there and with my guys, yes, and I would love to meet you, Black Dragon. I follow you and I watch your show all the time. So it's actually an honor and a pleasure being on here with you.
Man, that's I appreciate it. Just always blown away at how far the show reaches and how the people that know us and see us and have followed us and watch us, and it just blows me away. It's still something I haven't gotten used to. Somebody will say, "Yeah, I've been following your show. You're in what? Kathmandu? What?" So it's like Chucky over in South Africa. It's just crazy the reach that we have. And man, I appreciate you for watching and thank you. And man, bring as many people to Forsaken's annual as you can. I'm really boosting that thing up. I'm going to be there, and I want to meet all y'all, man. So it'll be really cool. All right?
Definitely, we'll be there. Thank you for having me, guys.
All right,
I really appreciate you guys.
All right, brother. Take care.
Okay,
hey,
take care.
Name? What do they call you on the road?
Pete.
Pete.
That's it. That's
Pete.
it. Simple. Just a Pete. That's it.
Right. What's that say on your? Okay, so state president. So you guys, how many chapters you guys have there in New York?
We have a few. We have basically the boroughs.
Okay.
We have the boroughs, and we're actually a national club as well. You know what I mean? We're out in Florida. We're in Jersey. We are in Massachusetts as well.
Do you guys have a state rocker?
Actually, we don't wear a state bottom rocker. We wear a brotherhood bottom rocker.
Okay. Because I saw New York on the front of you, so I was just wondering.
Yes, we rock our state in our front, but our bottom rocker on our back, so it's a brotherhood rocker.
Understood. And where the hell did you get that cool looking vest, man? You young guys got the coolest ass vest. I want a cool vest. That's some.
Well, maybe I could surprise you with one when I see you down here in New York.
Cool vest, man. I'm tired of these old damn vests that you guys got the raw cowhide and stuff up here with little diamond things on them. We don't have no style, us old guys, man. My old ass vest. I'm tired of my vest. I want a real vest, bro. This is some BS, man. The first cool vest I ever saw were the Tug Riders. They came out with these vests from New York, and I was like, damn, where'd they get those things? So, yeah. Surprise me with one, man. Don't give Lavish and Logic one, but I want one, man.
What size you wear, Black Dragon?
I'm 4X, baby. 4X.
Okay,
man.
4X it is, baby.
Wait a minute, he gotta give a homeboy one. Yo, I'm born in Kings County Hospital, man. Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, hey, listen, I was born in Brooklyn Hospital, but I was raised in the heart of Bedford Stuyvesant, let me tell you.
All right, do or die.
You know what I mean? So do or die all the way, baby. You know, so once again, I appreciate you guys and thank you for having me on your show. And we will definitely be staying in contact.
You say you're in the boroughs. For all those of us who don't know, how many boroughs are there and what are their names?
Okay, so you have Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Manhattan, and well, hold on a second. I'm all confused over here. You got Manhattan and the Bronx, of course. You can't forget the Boogie Down. You know what I mean? Can't forget the Boogie Down. There we go. So yeah, so it's the Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, and Brooklyn.
Okay, now where is Coney Island and all that?
Coney Island is considered Brooklyn.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, man, for that. We should have learned that in grade school, but I don't know. I hear the boroughs all the time, and I'm like, what the hell are the? So where's Jamaica, Queens, and all that?
Jamaica, Queens it's all part of Queens.
Queens.
Jamaica, Queens is the south side of Queens, basically.
I used to date a little Puerto Rican cutie there.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, she was so jealous, man.
Oh man. You know.
Like I'd be riding in the subway. She didn't have a car. We had to go everywhere in the subway, which was expensive, man. It was crazy. And or we had to take cabs everywhere, right? So we're riding in the subway, and she was a beautiful girl. You know what? She was she worked at Rikers Island. She was a beautiful Puerto Rican girl, fine. Big old, kitten. She had a nice little package, everything. She was fine as hell. I met her on Facebook. So I went up there to hang out with her little pretty ass and everything. But we're riding in the subway, and old girl says, I see your eyes. Huh? You see my eyes? I see what you're looking at. This girl was, I ain't never seen. Is that the Puerto Rican girl thing, bro? Because this girl was jealous as hell.
At least you're here to talk about it.
This girl was jealous as hell. I was like, no, I can't. I like it and everything, but I can see this taking a whole new level of this girl was. I see where your eyes are looking, and she was mad about it, man. Hey, but the makeup sex.
Yeah. Those be the best,
man.
Those be the best. You got to be careful you don't get stabbed in the midst of it, though. You know.
I was scared. I was like, damn, this girl is mad. This girl is way madder than mad should be here right now because I wasn't looking. I found myself doing this. Okay, that's just right on the subway.
Put your blinders on. Oh man.
Oh my goodness, man. I had some fun times up there, man, in my Navy days. Hey, you take care, brother Pete, and
you too, guys.
All right, bro.
Look forward to meeting you up there, and man, good luck on y'all's ride. All right, man.
Definitely. You guys take care.
All right, bye-bye. Oh man, those were the days. Hey, man, Reverend, I guess that's our hour.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got anything for us? We need you to develop a prayer for the set, so that you can we can be praying for everybody, and you're in touch with God and stuff. So
yeah, I know him pretty well. Yeah. I've never seen him, but I know him pretty well.
No, I haven't seen him either. If you and I'm scared of people who say they have.
Ooh.
Not that I disbelieve you or anything, but yeah,
I've seen his handiwork. How about that?
I've seen signs. Let me tell you, you know when you're about to die. That's when you know that there's a God. I tell you, I got shot 4 times, and I remember me talking to God. Now, I'm not saying he talked back, but that's when you're about to go away is when you be reaching for whatever else you know or you feel is out there. You know what I mean? That's when it became real for me. But I can't speak for everyone out there. But anyway, that's it, man. Do you have anything you're going to be doing? Oh, this is not the weekend. We're just now getting started, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. Well, my weekend's already planned. You know, I'm gonna be going to a graduation this weekend. So
your mouth is kind of coming down a little bit. You still got the jowls a little bit, but
yeah, they still hurt.
Are you able to eat solid food now? For y'all who don't know, he just had all his wisdoms taken out. Say what now?
I'm eating like a baby.
Okay. Well,
yeah, but I had some meatloaf, green beans, and mashed potatoes, so I'm smashing them all up so I can eat them.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So anyway, we're getting started this week, and we're hoping for a great summer, and we're hoping that these clubs get to peace, and that would be a really great thing. But just stay on your P's and Q's out there. The set is hot right now, so beware. That's it for me, preacher.
All right, y'all. Hey, y'all know what I'm gonna say. This is your boy Logic. Ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
Keep it logical, man. All right, I'm Black Dragon, and that's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to support the channel. Get my newest book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, available on Amazon Kindle. And get your autograph copy at blackdragonsgear.com. I make the most money, by the way, if you get it from blackdragonsgear.com. Also, our Discord server address is in the description section below. You can also know that bike night is tomorrow night here at the Black Dragon's Lair, 3393 Lawrenceville Highway in Tucker, Georgia. Come hang out with us about 7 o'clock or so. Also, what else is there? There's that's it. I guess that's it. Oh, consider our subscriptions. Consider subscribing to the channel, and also we would like it very much if you would support the channel by getting a membership. Just go to Black Dragon Biker TV, hit the join button, and you can see the levels of membership that we have to offer. That's it. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book. If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Roll? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So, when percenters get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So, as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG, bonafide, certified, a true MC. The biker boys, the biker boys. It's in the house, most definitely. Blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon, Black Savage, MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon Biker TV at its best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon, I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. Dub V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.
So I turned him over to one of my dear 1% friends, who took the young man under his wing and started teaching him whatever. And now this kid has motorcycle clubs across different countries. His own motorcycle club, flying a 1%er diamond, and he's still on that same thing that he started on. Nobody's gonna push me around. This is food for thought. Things are changing out there.